What is up, my pleasure babies? On this week's episode, we are going to talk about seggs outside and how not to get caught. We are gonna go through the locations and we are gonna give you some pro tips so that you don't fuck up, literally. But before we get started, if you are new here, please do not forget to hit that subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up, because every single Monday at 8 p.m. Central Time is when I bring you the newest and latest YouTube video of the motherfucking week. And what a better way to start things off than to talk about the real kink name behind this. Because let's be serious, having sex outdoors isn't meant for everybody, aka it isn't vanilla. So anything vanilla has a kink name, and this kink name is exhibitionism. Well, that sounds like I pronounced it wrong, but let's go with I didn't. I'm pretty sure I can say it. Exhibitionism. Exhibitionism. So what exactly does that mean? Well, it is the feeling or arousal by the idea of being seen naked or engaged in sexual activities. Whew, spicy kink. I like it, I like it. And for those of you that don't know, this is my note planner. This is where I write all my notes and my layouts to the videos so that I don't go off on tangents, because you guys don't like that. Do you? So really good example of this kink that you might do, but you don't know it's a kink. Well, okay, so you have these big windows and you're parading around your house, your apartment, your condo, whatever it might be, in your birthday suit. And you walk past those windows. Somebody that you're with says, hey, you should probably not do that. And your response is, I really could care less. Boom, exhibitionism. That is exactly how the kink begins. You just generally don't give a fuck if anybody sees you naked. Take a look. I mean, you know the risk of somebody walking by or potentially peeking into your window, but you're not gonna take the extra step to cover up, because truth is, it really doesn't matter, and it might even turn you on. Now that we got the kink explanation out of the way, let's talk about what are some of the reasons why this actually might turn you on. Some people explain that they just like the feeling of being in nature, whether that means you're completely naked or partially naked. Either way, you're gonna feel the luscious branches or the grass, or even just the natural breeze on your skin. Fuck, it might even begin to rain. But I'd say the most common reason to people wanting to have sex outside or in outdoor locations is really quite simple. It's the thrill of being caught. The perhaps you might get caught or somebody might see, and that just turns you the fuck on. Now, my boyfriend, Dylan, aka Felgy Flex, he likes to say that outdoor sex is great because he gets to plant his seeds in the ground. Now, if you don't understand that, then you don't understand it. I'm not even gonna take the time to explain what he's saying, but that is just such a Dylan thing to say, and I hope you enjoy his input. Now let's go on and get adventurous. Let's dive into some of those sites that are gonna be the safest place for you to perform sexual activities out in the open. Also, side note, it's almost spooky season, my favorite season. Check out my little mug I have here. It's got little vampire teeth on it. So number one on our list of 4 having sex outside is going to be hiking or hiking trails. Now this is specifically because there are trees, there are rocks, there are bushes, there is a bunch of shit to camouflage your bodies so you can blend into the background and not get caught. Because let us not forget, public indecency is an offense, and we don't want to get arrested while having sex. That might just not end up well. Also, I might want to add no sex around children or any type of child activity center. That means playgrounds, motherfuckers, okay? Splash pads. Don't be a fucking weirdo. That's strange, and I don't like you if you do that, and I really do hope you get arrested. But we're in the forest, we are hiking, so we are not worried about the children being around us because chances are those children are not going to be on those hiking trails. So one of my tips to you is picking a dead time on that trail. Now, if you're in the desert or somewhere really, really secluded, you don't really have to worry about this. But for the most part, you want to pick a dead time in the trail where you're gonna run into a lot less people. So lower traffic. Now, my pro tip for you is to remain almost fully clothed. That way, if somebody does come or you do hear little footsteps rattling in the bushes, all you have to do is pull up your pants and act like nothing happened, okay? Because they don't need to see that and they don't want to see that. The point is to not get caught. It's the thrill of you might be getting caught. And if you are one of those people that are super worried about this, you don't have to have penetrative sex. You can have oral sex and that will be a much easier cleanup and a much easier hideaway. Next on our list, coming in at number 2, is going to be the balcony. Whether you're on a vacation or whether you're at home, you are on a private property. So therefore, you can't get arrested. And if you're somebody who's super nervous and maybe you're doing this to fulfill your partner's needs and you're just wanting to please them and you are game with it and you are giving consent, maybe this is a good baby step, because guess what? Your safe space is right through those balcony doors and you can enter right back in to your enclosed igloo, even though you're probably not in an igloo. Now here again, make sure you don't have any kids living next door that might pop out on that balcony and say, "Hi, Mr. or Mrs. or hi, Mrs. and Mrs. or hi, blah, 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 blah." You don't want to do that. You don't want to traumatize their little eyes and you don't want that 911 phone call. So to help you eliminate all of the potential issues that could occur during this act, you want to do it at nighttime, okay? That means the stars are out, the moon is up, and the sun is not around. It is on the other side of the world, so we will not be lit up and stage lighted. I don't know. Now, besides having an amazing view, you are also going to have one of my favorite positions, which is doggy. Now, besides that amazing view of the forest, of the ocean, of the backyard, or of city buildings that you have while you are bent over your balcony, because guess what? You are doing doggy. You're gonna be using your hands on that railing and in a forward fold. Now, an awesome outfit to be wearing for this is obviously a dress going commando. And what person doesn't like when somebody says, "I'm not wearing any underwear"? Am I right? That is hot as fuck. Next on our list is going to be the backyard. Now, this might be for that couple that is a little bit more vanilla and wants to adventure out of the box very, very slowly. One, because your backyard is going to be your space. You are safe. The only potential of somebody seeing is somebody bursting into your backyard, but you are still outside. Now, I mean, in any of these cases, you want to be sure that there is no bugs going to be all up in your shit, eating your coochie, eating your penis, whatever it might be. You don't want the bugs there, right? So take precaution while doing this. So in your backyard, you might want to lay down a blanket and do some stargazing. Maybe you want to have a bottle of wine. Maybe you want to have a dinner or a mini picnic. Whatever you do to set the mood, this is probably the most vanilla version of having sex outdoors. Might I add though, there's nothing wrong with vanilla. It just means that you're just not interested in this stuff. However, if you are, this is the one to do. Now, last but not least, we have the car hood. Now, everybody has sex in a car, or everybody should have had sex in a car at some point in their teenage to late 30s years, if that makes any sense. That was a really wide time frame, but I'm sure you have had sex in a car, and if you haven't, then you need to experience the awful experience of not fitting in a vehicle and having sex, because it's just never good unless you're 5 feet, which I am like 5'7", so these legs are long. So here you're gonna drive your car to a secluded area where there's not a lot of people around, because you don't want to just park down the street where your parents are or park down the street where your neighbors live. Chances are that somebody's gonna see you, and there you go, public indecency. So while you are having sex on the top of the hood of your car, obviously you're probably not sprawled across it like this, so the easiest way would to be in the bent over doggy position with your hands on the hood like so. Now, all of these tips I gave you are not for having the best orgasm ever. That's probably not gonna happen. In fact, maybe the orgasm isn't gonna happen at all because you're getting dressed really, really fast and getting the fuck out of there. Because all of these need a getaway plan. How to piece the F out. So it's not about the orgasm, it's about something new. It's about the thrill. It's about spicing it up and making those erotic memories, not the orgasm. Ladies, vulva owners, remember that, okay? This is for fun, motherfuckers. Now that we have covered all of our locations, I want you to keep all of these things in mind. So we are going to blow through this list because nobody likes lists, not even me. So you're gonna make sure the bugs are under control. So that means bringing bug spray or maybe a citronella candle, but don't start fires because a wildfire ain't hot and it ain't it, honey. Next, you're gonna make sure you have a nice fucking day because nobody wants to have outdoor sex in the middle of a hurricane. Next, you're gonna make sure your space is nice and safe, meaning there's nothing that's gonna stab you or there's nothing poisonous that's around and there are no children. No children. Next is you're primarily probably going to be doing all of these positions standing. So make sure you have a good core and make sure your lower back doesn't get blown out. And you're always going to have an exit strategy because nobody wants to be caught red-handed with no root out. Am I right? That's just weird. And finally, you are here to embrace the moment. Do not worry about those little things crawling on you. If it's not a poisonous spider, fuck it, you're having sex. It shouldn't matter. Just keep focused and embrace the moment that you are in because you are making those memories. Now, babies, that is all I have for you today. So if you haven't already done so, please hit that subscribe button and give me a thumbs up. Or give this video a thumbs up. Don't forget to follow me on my socials. Everything is linked down below. I'm not really using my OnlyFans right now, but if you wanted to subscribe, you are more than welcome to, as this is gonna fund my education into becoming a sex coach. Anyways, let's get naked and let's get outside. Bye, babies. See you next Monday.